Hello YouTube. So there's a couple little screws right on either side of the display. So pretty small ones are right on either side of the gauge. The rest of the screws are a little bit bigger, but the entire plastic housing is held on by screws. So it's kind of a clamshell effect. And this plastic is, I don't see any kind of a labeling on it what it is. So again, I'm gonna guess it's some kind of ABS. As far as the molding quality is concerned, there's of course all of the punch out points for the molds. I don't see a lot of overflash, so the plastic work is of reasonably good quality. It could have been better, but it's not horrible. Here's the other half. Everything screws together so that it kind of clamps together. The two halves do. So you get this sort of an effect, rather than like how the tire well does, where things kind of clamp onto the end. This end up here, there is this little plastic ferrule, I guess you could call it, that fits around these two ends to hold them together. There's nothing that holds it in place at all. Even though it's got holes in the side of it, there's nothing that holds it there. Alright, so now I have it apart. Let's look a little bit closer. So right off the gate here, we have, feels like some kind of a high temperature poly tube, which then goes down to a glass reinforced manifold that's got the valve in it. So value engineers have gotten in here and done their business, but in that regard, I would say that the tire well is better made, because this is all, aluminum tubing rather than plastic tubing. So we'll see if this has problems or not in the future. But yeah, it might be okay. It might not be okay. At least they do have these compression fittings on the hoses so that they don't blow off. Same thing up here. You can see it underneath this piece of foam, and there as well. So at least everything is compression fit so they can't pop off on their own. The wires out of the motor are, can't be sure what that is. Let me put on some stronger glasses so I can see better. Yeah, those are 16-AUG wires, and on the tire well, these are 14-AUG. So these are smaller wires than what's on the tire well. Which means that they handle less current, not more. And this pump is 20 amps rather than supposedly 15 amps that the tire well says. Yeah, it says right there, nose upside down, but it says 20 amps. So, these Chinese folks, they love to fudge their numbers, don't they? Alright, so next video, I'm going to take this piston apart and see what's inside there.